Hello? Hi, everyone. Are we here? Are you here? I've got the preview, I can't see. Yes, I don't think we're muted. I think everything's showing. The chat should start showing up very shortly. Check I haven't got that turned off. No, it should be coming up. Get the preview all big so I can see the writing when it comes up. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the penultimate role-player adventures. Potentially, I mean, who knows? There could be some grand surprise, couldn't there? We don't know. We haven't done it before. To angle this so that like I can't just have it right in front of my face. I'm gonna make sure that we're at good volumes as well because Rach's mic hasn't been set up yet. She's just got home, everyone. She's just rushed home to tell you a story. Rach, hi. Hello. Steve. Hi Vital. Hi Heroic Logic. Hi everyone that's watching. I only know your names if you've typed something, but thank you for joining us for our crazy adventure. Things are going haywire at the moment. And today we are... Oh, which button is it? It's that button, isn't it? Above the Dreaming Sea. Adventure 10. Things have gone a bit strange. We've annoyed some crystal-faced people.
Yeah, these crazy guys.
We've gone through some kind of portal. Hopefully, we're going to be... well, making friends, maybe. Who knows? Who knows who they're aligned with? We've barely met them, right? We met one.
Well, they won't be happy because we killed one.
Yeah, we met one. We kind of killed him. Didn't necessarily mean to, but you know, we've got some kind of factions now. Rather than kind of being in the middle of everything, we're starting to really annoy the king and the Starlit Door, a mystical faction. We're starting to really get on with the Dragul, who we've been trying to get on with this whole time. But finally, our efforts are paying off. We've got some good morals with them. We've just bought a load of tokens to play more cards. We've upgraded things loads. Well, it's Adventure 10. Like, hopefully, we're going to make a good go of things here. So, you're going to start us off, Rach?
Sure.
Hi, everyone. Storytelling time with Rach, indeed. Hopefully, all of the chat from everywhere is coming in. Yes, thank you for joining us on all of the platforms. And our adventure is about to begin. Hopefully I've set everything up all right. We'll find out.
After entering the Gurlum Colossus and restoring its machinery, you have travelled to Afriel, Plane of Knowledge, in search of the immortal Knight of Narlos before the battle for Brizor Wall. There, all of Ulos will compete for the right to earn Azima's blessing. When you landed in this strange world, a vast ocean of grey folk destroyed the Colossus, leaving you stranded. An endless grey sea stretches to the horizon. The purple stone arch cluster you stand on is the only solid ground in sight. High on the landmass, you see signs of civilization. Green foliage sprouts from the roofs of simple structures carved into the stone. Giant bats fly among these buildings, carrying crystal-faced riders on their backs. Place your party at A.
Your party at
the
A.
Corroded Colossus.
There we go. Where are we? There we are. Yeah, I'm trying to on the fly adjust Rach's mic. Is it all right now? Good. So we can only do it like as we've gone live, but I'm glad it's coming through. Let me get you a mic, Rach. Rach has got a mic that picks me up as well. Rach's got the old mic, the old main mic.
Superior microphone.
It's really good, but it's the one I used to have right in my face. It was difficult to film things.
But somehow picks you up from further away than what it did when it
no,
was
like,
close to you.
It picks you up fine, but it's just like, if you're far away, it still picks everything up, but it gets all echoey. Like, to sound good in it, I had to have it right in front of my face and kind of quiet. But hey, technicals, it should work out. You should be able to hear Rach. Sounds good now? Brilliant. I had it turned right down before. But I'm glad it's all working now. Let's go there. That's where we are. The Corroded Colossus. I thought Little Glass Marty should be joining us more as well.
We've had a little follow.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that's covered up. Oh, hiya. It's covered up by the reading screen normally. Thanks to looking through the sound settings, I see all of that. We have to have a great big window, or I do anyway. I have to have a great big preview coming up so I can read the story from over here. Because my eyes... Oh, the Dice Tower has a live stream as well. Are they encountering crystal-faced people?
Well, I
I don't
mean,
think so.
Do they have storytelling time with me? Because if not, then
I'd be surprised if they did have story time with you. So we're at the corroded Colossus. Well, Marty can join us on our adventure. What are we finding at the corroded Colossus, Rach?
A wonky page. Collect the XP.
There's our first
You
XP.
survey the wreckage of the Colossus and find nothing that will get you back to Ulos again. You do, however, discover an odd bit of Degolium.
So yeah, we fixed a Colossus, didn't we? And there was some scuffling about who was going to drive us into space and time.
Oh, a tuning fork. Interesting.
And now here we find ourselves. The Degolium tuning fork. At the Dice Tower, these young upstarts, I've got a feeling they're going to make it big.
Without the Colossus, you'll need some other way to open a homeward rift. In your efforts to collect artifacts in Narlos, you learn that powerful objects from other planes tear holes back to their own worlds, unless the artifact is surrounded by Degolium. And so, you reason, if you can find an artifact from Ulos here in Afril, you just might be able to get home again. Up ahead, the archway branches in 3 directions. The branch to your left rises toward a small dwelling, perhaps the home of some of the crystal-faced folk who inhabit this world. The archway to the right leads to a strange orchard. Where the low sunlight glints off of reflective shards. Between these branches lies a third, which extends to a massive building resting on the peak of the cluster. Somewhere ahead, you'll find Narlos's immortal knight. Do we use an item or move?
Let's use the tuning fork. Hey, it's an item with no... There's no cost.
Definitely.
There's no cost to using this item, so it's going to get used constantly.
100.
Is Marty? Oh, I can... If you don't mind, some temporary darkness. I need to get Marty's tuning window up, so I can get him centre stage. Is everything okay now? There he is. You've missed all the snoring and him lying on his back
behind the blanket. You ring the Degolium tuning fork and place it on one of the crystal flakes. It squirms violently and then drops off its branch, falling to the ground.
Well, there we go. More to come from that tuning fork as we go. So that's it then. There's nothing left to do. There's nothing for us here. We're going to have to go on a journey then. So we've got a lot of options here. So we can't go to the Monument Grove straight away, but we could go to the Crystal Orchard, the Purple Stone Structure, or the Kleinux Archives. Any of those is going to involve some kind of adventure. What do you reckon, Rach? We've got no backstories or anything to... We've finished our backstories now, so there's nothing extra to come from any of those. It's just... Who else would you like to see?
Orchard.
You want to go to the Crystal Orchard?
Yeah. Why not?
I think Marty should have been accompanying us on our adventures the whole time.
Maybe this is his dream.
He doesn't get
his
enough
dream.
He doesn't get enough outings lately. So, adventure number 2, the Book of Encounters. He gets his first outing.
What number 2?
Number 2.
Number 2.
So do we have Crete Saviour? Crete. Seems vaguely familiar. Who was Crete? Crete's saviour? Oh, Crete was the
lad that wanted to be a vampire. And said no.
The foolish nobles that tried to intentionally get bitten by a vampire. So we do have the title Crete's saviour.
10-4.
So I suppose it's possible. Like, you might not necessarily go all around the map like we do, doing all of the encounters. It's possible you never encountered that in a playthrough.
Yeah, I think there was one time, I think the pig one, where we just went purposely round so we could do all of them.
On the path ahead, you see flashes of pink light beaming from a pit carved into the archway. Several Kleinux are gathered around the edge of the pit, spectating, while two contestants engage in magical combat below. When their battle is decided, the crowd cheers and the victor awaits for another challenger. Someone pushes you into the pit and the crowd cheers again. You rise to meet your opponent, only to discover that you are facing off with Crete, the young Wrathborn noble from Sebek. Crete smiles. I suppose you are surprised to see me. He has trouble speaking, Crete. After we last met, I walked back to the palace and wandered into this world through the rift. It's much less boring than Sebek. I've even learned a new trick. Crete produces a purple stone staff and begins to construct strange figures of crackling energy in the air. Defend yourself, cries Crete. The crowd of Kleinux cheers. I wish we hadn't saved him. Rush Crete before they can complete their construction, or focus your mind and counter their magic. So, dexterity and charisma, or constitution and intelligence. Well, dexterity and probably charisma between us. We've got pretty high stats. Decent on dexterity. And what was the other one? Constitution and intelligence. Similar.
Same.
What are we better at manipulating? Black and purple. I'm very good at doing both of those colours. Or green and blue. They're our worst, aren't they?
Yeah, green is the worst.
Yeah, we shouldn't do that. Let's rush him before. Let's rush them before they can complete their construction. So that's going to be number 20, and some kind of check is on the way. Is it going to be rush them, speed, something like that? Quickness.
You charge forward, hoping you can reach Crete before they finish constructing their magical attack. Quickness 4.
So, quickness 4 time. And we've got, when we're done with roleplayer adventures, like we've finally got I've got a template, I've got a setup where all of this is nice and smooth now. What about when it turns into some different games, Rach? Dice limit of, we're doing a 4, so dice limit of 10. Should we pay for any to come out here? I feel like maybe we do the old trick with psionic. Do maybe black.
Yeah.
How many can we buy there? We can only buy 3 black,
Because we can't manipulate black as well as everything else. We can. You could got some rerolls, but...
Yeah. We can only buy 3 black, though. We can buy purples and just not do the psionic on them. We could buy loads. We could buy 5 purples between us.
Although, are we even able to re-roll purples? I can't re-roll a bit. Oh.
My armour is black and purple.
Oh, black and purple. Okay.
Yeah, my armour set. Leather armour set. And I've got other things as well. Yeah, good smack in the gob. I think let's just buy the... It's only 3.
Oh, you're pulling some out there.
Yeah, we should buy something, shouldn't we?
Black or purple?
Should we buy the purple just because we can have so many of them? And then we can have 5 dice between us.
I just can't turn anything black. I can turn nothing black.
We could turn it green, though, or something if we needed to. And if it's a certain number, I can turn any of them that colour. So we'll buy... I'm probably going to have to tip the whole thing out here. 5 purple. That's 3, 4. There is 5, isn't there? There's 5 of each colour, I think. Oh, 6 of each colour. So there we go. We bought 5 purple. I'm going to do my psionic. So choose a colour. You can set everything of that colour to the number of your choice. So I've used that. And maybe we'll even draw my familiar who's black and purple. So the dice limit's 10. We get 5 from the bag. 2, 3, 4, 5. We did. So, and that counts as a black as well. So we can manipulate the numbers of 6 out of the 10. So, no, we got a black and we got a 6 with it. What did we get on the others? Oh yeah, we can set them to anything, can't we?
Yes, they can be anything.
We'll put that. We might as well put that purple 6 on the multicolored 6, and then we might as well set that to one of the. Oh, yeah, we have to decide, don't we? Now
there's some.
Yeah, we have to decide before we start manipulating things. So, what should we set it to? What are we good at changing numbers to? You can change things to 3s, can't you? I can change things if they are particular numbers
I can
into other
change
ones.
something into a 3, into a 2.
So
A 1.
So do it a 4 then. So between us, all we need to do is one of us has got a card right that messes with greens. That ticks. Yeah, there we go. So there's the green. Tick it up or down by 1. Up by 1, and that's done. That's one of the cards. So now we've got to change the numbers.
Okay.
Oh, is that a purple? We could have. It's a purple one, isn't it? We've only got to change that to black.
Well, it's purple anything. I can turn a red any colour, but I can't turn anything else black. So I can turn that red black.
I can tick
So
things
shall I
up or
tick it
down.
first?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can turn that purple into a black, then we've done it. I
I
know.
don't think I can, you know.
Oh, you can't turn anything into a black.
If
Can
they're
you turn any of them?
if they're particular numbers, I can turn them black, and I can turn a blue into anything apparently.
Because
I can turn anything into a 5 and a 5 into anything. It's already the number that we want. I can turn it green or purple. I can turn a 5 or a 6 into any colour. What's my other new ability?
Turn it. No. Turn it. Right. So say. Oh, have we started manipulating stuff yet? We can't do it, can we? We left it as a 1.
Yeah.
Well, if you turn it into a 6, I know you can't do that. You just if it was already a 6.
I mean,
I can flip it.
I can add it. I can just add a black die.
Yeah, do that.
And then we can mess about with it. I could re-roll it or something if we needed to. So, just get a black, and it could be a 1 or a 3 straight away. No, it's a 6.
I can
Well, flip it. Yeah, there you go.
So flip.
Flip that, and then you've got the cards anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'll need a
Turn it
play.
into
I
anything.
need a bonus play.
Yeah. So whatever we do, we'd need 1 bonus play, but I think we've done it. So turn anything 3, and then turn a red into any colour. Makes it black. And both mine were spent, so I don't get them back. You get yours back. We get 2 XP for doing it. And there we go. Check succeeded. We're in the hardest checks now, but we were quick enough to stop him with his spell.
So you tackle them, ending the duel.
You knock Crete flat on their back. All Crete's constructions of crackling energy evaporate from the air. The crowd of spectators cheers and congratulates you. Crete smiles begrudgingly. Well done, they say. But it was a cheap tactic. The ways of Kleinok's magic are perhaps too sophisticated for you. You offer Crete your hand and they take it. So we are their saviour. So 1034.
Just jealous.
Crete regards you warily, but you also glimpse respect in their grey eyes. I have no intention of going back with you, you know, says Crete. I'll study the arts of every world in the Planarverse before I ever go back to Sebek. As Kleinok's hands pull you from the pit, Crete waves farewell. The spectators deposit you back on the archway path, and a new challenger descends into the pit to test Crete's skill. Crete welcomes them with a sinister smile. So we can rest or move on. I don't think there's any need to rest right now, is there? If we needed charisma, we would be a bit stuck. But
Good luck, Crete.
Good on him. I feel like that's okay, isn't it, to carry on for now?
See you soon. Yeah.
So we're in B, Bristol Orchard. It's just an encounter on the way. So I imagine we're getting the XP. We don't have any keywords or anything yet, so the thin, prickly trunks of these trees branch at odd angles, twisting themselves by some logic unknown to the flora of your world. Pink crystal flakes grow from the pale green flowers that sprout along each branch. The trees are aligned in careful rows, carved into rock long ago. 3 crystal-faced humanoids wander this orchard, inspecting flakes by hand. They pluck one carefully from its branch, cradling it like a newborn babe, then wander away. When you approach the orchard, you find your way is blocked by a patrolling sentry, just like the ones from the Gurlung Colossus. Do we approach and see if it will let you pass, or attempt to dismantle it? Well, it's green and blue, but we've got most of our cards and things, and we did try not to fight them last time. We were being
Yeah,
nice
I
to the
think we
sentries.
go for it.
See if it will let us pass.
Yeah. B11.
The automaton approaches you. It emits a spray of green light over your face. The automaton's eyes watch your reaction carefully. You feel as though the machine were somehow probing your mind, so you do your best to think back on your happiest, most innocent memories. If you have the title Hostile Lifeform,
man.
we have, haven't we?
We should have thought it's protecting the guys.
Yeah, we are hostile to them. So we can't play skill cards.
Well, that's most of the cards. I know, I think I've got a lot of traits.
So, yeah, that is a fair few cards. And it's too late now, though. We've committed to this.
It's not many of my cards.
It's a fair few of mine that like decrease the die of your
I've
class
got one
color,
kill.
flipping, turn things into other numbers, those kind of abilities.
So I can't play this one
can't play.
card. I'll just leave it there.
So introspection 4. It's a 4 as well.
I'm not
They're all-
very skillful.
They're all going to be 4s now, aren't they?
Just got lots of traits.
So introspection 4. So what do we want to pay for?
Blue, green, white, red.
Shall we just pay for what we can pay for and rest afterwards?
Yeah, because we can't do a lot of... How many cards did you lose? Quite
A lot.
few. Yeah.
So I can buy 1 green and I can buy 2 blue.
2 more green.
2 more green.
2 more blue.
Yeah. So how many's that we've bought? For 7. So we bought a
Do
lot.
you want to buy any white? Or risk it for a biscuit?
What do we need? 2 of them. I think, yeah, buy 1. And then we have got our... You've got a blue-green familiar, haven't you? Or one of it's out.
And a red and white one.
There we go. So we've got the other white we needed. Come on, Rach. You got a shot for technique. It always makes sure her wrist isn't in the shot when she rolls them.
Look.
Time for some psionics. Here we go. Hi, Mariano. So we got some. Any red would be acceptable. So what do we need to do? I have cards that tick down white dice. You have them that re-roll, though, don't you? And you could play them all as 1. Let's see. What about manipulating blues? I can turn things into a 5. That's not going to help. Change. No, we've already used our psionics, unfortunately. We're being a bit cavalier. We've only done what we did. 1 little check. Turn 5 and 6 into any colour. I don't think we need colour changing. Just a purple, maybe that'll help.
I'll put down a roll of blue.
I could get.
Oh, that's a runic.
I could get the Screech Owl out. There we go. Spellbook.
Oh, we haven't got a black, have we?
I think Spellbook. Tick that white down. There we go. And I could put that back in my hand if I wanted to spend some things.
What? I know what I can do. Return 2 of this.
Yep.
To flip the white.
Okay. Reroll all the dice. Let me do this once. Decrease black and purple probably isn't going to help. I can turn a blue into anything. Is there anything? It hasn't. Well, I could turn it red if we really needed to. But so I've got my. It might be an idea to get the Screech Owl out. We can't really.
I can turn something to 1 or a 2.
Okay.
Or both, which would solve this issue here.
Yeah, and then we just... Hasn't one of us
Or
got a
this.
card that ticks down a green by 1? Or have I got... No, I used it, didn't I? We have got that, and I used it last time.
Okay, but I could change it to a 2. How many things have we
Well,
got?
why don't you do the 2 and 1, and I can tick down anything with the Immortal Blade, and then they're done, aren't they? We don't
We
need
just
any...
need a red then.
We don't
but
need
I
any
can
colour
put-
change. Oh,
Right, so you do the green. I can put in a red as well as a card.
yeah.
So
there's...
you do that, and I'll do
Yeah.
a 1 and a 2.
Yeah. And then we just need 1 bonus play for you to add a red. And then we'll rest after this.
Let me find the code.
Hopefully. I'm pretty sure I can add anything as well if we needed to. If you spent it. There we go. So, add a red, but
Boom.
it could be
Let's
anything
put that
really.
there.
So we get 2 XP. We succeeded just about. And we've succeeded at that. Hey, Chris. Oh, you're a teacher as well. Rach teaches. She's an acting coach. She teaches accents, and she's about to show you her Scottish here.
I think you'll find I don't. And I'm rubbish at accents.
She can do Edinburgh and Hoik. And she's about to show you the difference between them. No?
It lets you pass unharmed.
Rach is a primary school teacher, so she teaches a little bit of everything. All right, Rach?
Yeah.
Teach all of the subjects.
Yeah, jack of all trades.
After a few moments, the automaton's green light switches off and the probing sensation in your mind ceases. The machine returns to its patrol and you are left to your own devices in the orchard. You walk amongst the strange trees and pick one of the pink flakes to take with you. Record the keyword garden.
I'll do that.
Cough button. Hopefully that cough button worked.
Do you mean the cough button?
I turned the mic off briefly while I coughed, but then kind of made it pointless when
You
I
talked
just spent
about
all the time talking about the fact that I just coughed. So we found a crystal flake. Delicious.
Om nom nom.
I think it's time to... Is it time to... Oh, we should rest. Before we start faffing about with items, let's rest. Before we forget. How much XP? Do you think we should at least do a 2, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
Maybe even a 3. I think a 3.
Sure, let's heal up.
3, because we've unusually spent a ton of stamina. So it would be nice to recover it all. Oh, that's nice. So 9, 11. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So I've just got 3 fatigue left. And then we've got to drop all the cards and awkwardly fill in the rows. There we go. Get all your cards back. Get your psionic back. You're allowed to use those skills again. Get the dice back in the bag. And pick those cards back up. Oh, you are a drama teacher, Chris. Could you demonstrate for us a Hoik accent? Rachel's been struggling. She's almost there. She does them off stream, I can assure you. What are we doing now, Rach? Are we using items?
Yeah.
We're tuning fork.
Stop telling fibs.
Some tuning.
What, both off the things or one thing?
Let's use the tuning fork. Let the good people see.
Which one to know which one to read? This one.
You ring your Degolium tuning fork and place it on one of the crystal flakes. It squirms violently and drops off its branch, falling to the ground. It did that before, didn't it? So,
Yeah.
should we just use the crystal flake and then maybe combine them?
Well, you can see what.
You ring your Degolium tuning
This
fork and
one.
place it on your crystal flake. It squirms and vibrates. You examine the crystal flake. It looks like a small version of the faces worn by the Klinox. You tap it gently and the flake projects a small image of its tree.
Oh.
So nothing really to do here. So we can turn about and do something else, or we can continue on to Monument Grove. Where would you like to go, Rach?
Monument Grove.
Monument Grove. So here we go then. So we're at location D. And I'm getting the XP at the ready. Do we have the keyword split? No. So we get the XP. And Rach, you're up.
You enter a grove of massive statues. Front and centre in this collection of monuments stands the likeness of a human in plate armour. When you get closer, it becomes clear this human is the immortal knight. His helm, breastplate and sword are unmistakable. But why should the Clinox carve a statue of a knight from Narlos? Whatever he was doing here, it seems he made a good impression.
Good on him. That's it.
Yep.
So we can use let's use items then. So I don't know. Start off with 94, I suppose, numerically. We can just work our way down the page. They're right next to each other, aren't they?
Come on, camera. You can do it. You hold your crystal flake near the statue of the immortal knight. The flake glows and displays an image of the monument, along with many symbols and images you do not understand.
Okay. Let's use them both together.
You press the crystal flake against the statue of the immortal knight, and then strike the tuning fork, placing it on the statue as well. The whole grove vibrates, and the flake displays what you interpret to be a warning image. You sense that this vibration could break open the statue, if only it were stronger.
Okay. And we can do the tuning fork, but I don't imagine it's going to do much. We might as well see.
You strike the Degolium tuning fork and place it against the statue of the immortal knight. The whole grove wobbles and shakes, but the vibration is not strong enough to crack the statue. The sound fades and the grove is still. Perhaps if you could make the vibration stronger.
Okay. So we need to move on then. Right? We've got to make our way back. So do you want to go to the purple stone structure and work our way up to the archive?
Yeah.
So purple stone structure. Just stop in these ones. We've got an encounter, number 3. Do we have either of the titles Zalek's Witness or Saved by the Rift?
Don't think
They don't sound familiar. Zalek's Witness, Saved by the Rift. Zalek's Witness, Saved by the Rift. No, we do not. So there we go, a mystery.
Never to be solved.
So we carry on with this one. Along the edge of the archway, you stumble upon a group of Clinox watching each other race their flying mounts. A few spectators quickly surround you. They grab your arms and push you onto a saddled mount. Bands of rubber emerge from the saddle and strap your ankles in place. The Clinox slap the bat creature on its hindquarters and it launches off the edge of the archway. Suddenly, you're airborne and holding the reins of a strange creature. Other riders approach you, eager to test your skills. The challenge is clear. Be the first to fly to the far side of the arch cluster and back. Do we take the high route, soaring above the cluster, strength and constitution, or take the low route, weaving between the arches, strength and intelligence? I don't think there's a particularly good choice here because I think I can turn things into a blue. We can manipulate a green. Because those are our choices between the colours. Green and blue, the ones we can't really manipulate very well. Rach can do red very well. So I don't think it really matters, Rach. Should we maybe go green? Since I've got that one card that manipulates green very, very slightly.
Soaring above the cluster. Sure.
Okay. Let's go for that then.
High road. Can I have that? Thank you. You drive your beast up and forward, aiming for the far side of the arch cluster. Other riders are at your heels, but your creature is quick, perhaps too quick. Wind whips at your face so you can barely keep your eyes open or take a breath. You do your best to hold on until the race is over. Endurance 4.
And here we go. So, ooh, a load of green. I feel like we should probably just pay for that, right? Or maybe we just pay for it and do psionic. And then that's at least one thing we don't have to worry about.
Yeah, sure.
We can only buy 3 between us. 1, 2, and 3. What is this, number 4? Oh, did we fight Commander Zalek in the
I don't think we did.
prison?
No.
Did we just abandon him?
I think we left him. I know something could have happened because I saw it in the book, but
Uh-oh.
we never went there. No, we killed the warden,
Yeah.
but I think we left him there. Yeah, we did. We left him there, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm psionic and on green.
I think we just don't know anything about him. So we left him.
6, 7. There you go, Rach.
There's another green.
There we go, we've got 4 to manipulate.
Poor roll. Poor. Poor. Very, very poor.
So, at least we've got a lot of it done, haven't we? I'm sure you can tick.
Well, any of these can go here.
Yeah, I'm sure you can tick a red. It's just we've got to gain more, haven't we? Can we turn... You must be able to turn something into a red. Yeah, we must... But we did, like... We missed out on a location of one of the adventures. Like, we lost a location, didn't we, before we went to it?
Yeah, I think like the fight in the prison, when everything broke out, we left him.
Yeah. What do I want to do? So we've already got a 2. I can turn a 4 into a 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I can't turn things black, so I could turn that purple 4 into a 2. And then maybe you could do something with it. I can re-roll the blacks. I can't really... Well, they wouldn't flip into a 4 anyway, so it's probably the best thing to do is just try the big load of re-rolls. I can reduce them by 1 or 2 if we just get close. So I can tick them up by 1 or 2. That's not very good, really. I can turn it into a 5 and tick it down, or we just re-roll. Where's all my bits of armor? I've definitely got more than 2.
So I can turn something into a red, yeah. So are you changing that to a 2?
Really? Have I dropped them and not picked them up?
Did you
I've got more than...
Let me put them in that pile of other cards that you had.
I don't think so. I had them earlier, didn't I?
There's some there.
There we go. So, just risk the rerolls. And if I do get a 5, I could always make it a bit lower. 2, no good. 3 is close. I'd like to get above. I suppose I could have just ticked it, couldn't I? 2's no good. 3, so I'm just going to have to... It's not lost me anything. So I can do that. Should have pulled it out. The glass dagger. Is that a 3rd card? That's a 3rd card. So I can do the glass dagger to tick it up by 1. And that's a black 4. And then... What can you do, right? So you can turn
turning
things...
that 4 into a 2?
Yeah, I've already done that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, so you can turn it into a red, I think. And then...
Yeah, I can do it, I think. I can do it. Right. Turn that red. Where's my other turn something red? Turn something red. So turn that red. Turn it into a 2. How many things is there? Done.
We succeeded again. Right.
Do you think you might put the filming software up, please? Feels
What's
strange
that
not
on?
being able to see myself.
Where'd that go?
A 2 XP.
Right. And I suppose we did use psionic. Do we need to rest again? We only used 2 special plays.
3 special plays.
Oh yeah, I'll use one as well.
You win the race. You hang on to the saddle with all your strength, and the bat creature does all the racing for you, arriving back at your starting point well ahead of the other racers. The young Clinox spectators seem impressed, and you watch as an unknown currency exchanges hands. One of the spectators slaps you on the back and hands you some of their winnings. Gain 3 gold. Woohoo! Don't mind if I do.
3. Nice. So that was just on the way, wasn't it? That's just us on the way to the purple stone structure. So we arrive at location C.
I was just thinking about Commander Zalek.
Could we have rested then?
Yes.
Should we have rested then?
Probably.
Should we just have a 1 die rest
1 die.
before we move on?
1 die rest.
Just to get psionic back.
A 1 die.
Because psionic kind of making all of the rolls for us. And that's 4 XP back. 4 fatigue back. So, are you up? The purple stone structure. We do have the keyword gardens.
Oh my gosh.
So, collect the XP and then ignore everything you can see there. Green leaves sprout from the top of the purple stone building. Through the doorless entry, you can see that the roots of these leaves reach down through the roof and into the main space of the structure, ending in a row of silver tanks. The 3 crystal-faced figures from the orchard are here, standing in a circle around a silver tank. A black rubbery substance oozes out of the tank and pulls itself into a knee-high ball at their feet. They slowly lower the crystal flake they picked from the orchard into the sphere while humming softly. When the flake is pressed into the rubber, the sphere begins to transform, stretching forth arms, legs, a head, and a neck. The 3 figures lift this new Clinox to its feet. It looks at each of them, then its crystal face shines with a thick pink light that bathes the whole room in its glow. Some of this light passes out through the open entry and over your body, causing the crystal flake in your pack to vibrate noisily. All 4 figures turn to you and rush over to inspect you more closely.
Wow, it's like seeds.
We are a hostile life form, unfortunately. When the figures examine you closely with light from their wands, the crystal flake chirps in your pack. They seem alarmed at this sound. All their faces turn deep red as they produce weapons of crackling pink energy and move in to strike you down. We are facing a band of Clinox. Band of. So, purple's always good. I think. Should we buy some purple?
We've got 2 less dice limit.
I don't feel like we need to use psionic. Oh, we've got 2 less.
For the first round.
So from 6 to 4. Do you think we should buy purple?
Yeah, probably purple.
If I buy 2 purple and you buy 1.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to use psionic necessarily. So we have got the cards. Do you want to buy anything else?
Maybe a white?
Yeah, I'll buy a white.
Okay.
That's our dice, isn't it? For the first round at least. There's our 4 dice.
Sorry.
Is that what we've rolled?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. So, I think...
We rested, didn't we?
Yeah. Rerolls then. Let's... Although, I tell you what...
I think I can just turn something.
Can you add a red?
Yeah. Somewhere. Shall I add my tortoise?
Um,
It could also be a
yeah,
white.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, do that then. I can add a red if I want it
Yeah.
as well.
Add a red.
And that.
Yeah.
So 2
Because that can
reds.
count as a white, can't it? Just find the tortoise out.
Spend most of
I've
the
got a plan.
time searching through all of the...
Yeah, need a little file.
There we go.
Need a little
there.
folder for the cards and categorize them. So we've added a red and the familiar. I'm going to do my scribe ability, which is return 2 stamina from your wisdom to the supply. Is that right? It should be that, shouldn't it? No, it was at 4. So return 2 stamina to the supply, choose a value, and change all dice in the pool to that value. So I'll pick 3.
Oh, it doesn't even already need to be there.
No.
Oh, cool. It's not like a copy. It's a do
It
what
just
you
says
want.
choose a value.
All the dice.
Yeah.
So everything.
That's
is
the
3.
only downside, that you've got to do all of the dice,
Well,
but that's still.
okay. That's 4 out of 6 dice.
Yeah. And we just need to tick one down, and maybe you re-roll the other, and it's like,
I can turn something into a 2 and a 1.
oh yeah.
I can do it.
Well, I haven't played any cards yet.
Oh yeah.
You've played 2
Oh,
cards.
yeah.
I can tick.
See what you can do.
I can definitely tick a white down one.
I could play my red pearl.
Wherever that card is, I can do it, I'm sure. There we go, spellbook.
What are you doing?
Tick the 3 down to a 2.
Yep.
And then I can't just make something a 1, so you're probably going to have to do the last thing. I can turn a 5 into a 1. I can turn it into a 5 and then turn the 5 down to a 1, but then
We're still using
there's
the
no point.
points. Okay.
I can flip. Yeah.
I used my shiny red pearl.
Yeah, turn it into a 1. And there we go. We defeat it, even with the handicap.
Boom.
We defeat him
So
in round 1.
1, 2,
3 gold.
3 money and an XP.
Well, it's not giving as much XP back, though. I suppose, like, towards the end of the
Huh.
campaign.
Thought they could gang up on us? No chance. Not a chance.
So, what happens now?
There it is. So you cut them down.
You overwhelm the crystal-faced creatures with force and they fall apart, their faces clattering to the ground as their rubber bodies melt into puddles. Their building is now open to your inspection, so you poke around inside. It is bare, a single room with no furniture, apart from the row of silver tanks. On a rack carved into the purple stone wall, you find one of their small staffs.
Give it. Give it now.
Reveal discovery card. 61. It's a
Wow.
purple stone staff. So should we rest, or do you think we can manage? We haven't used any bonus plays, have we?
You've
I
used
think we
one.
could probably manage, couldn't we? We've still got 4.
Hang on. No, I should have used one. Remember. So we've lost 2.
Maybe we just do our rest then.
Let's just do it.
A 1
Let's just
XP
do
rest.
it.
This should be, I keep forgetting all the time, but every time we successfully do a check, that should reset. Letting us do the rest. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then reset all of your rows back to what they should be.
Thank you.
5, 2, 2, 2. Yep. And then cards back, scribes back, bonus plays back. And I think that's that. So I suppose we start using items. Don't we use the staff first?
Yeah.
Since that needs a bit of fatigue taking. Here's where we use it in all sorts of combinations and exhaust ourselves. You aim the purple stone staff at one of the silver tanks, and it produces a focused beam of energy. After a few moments, a blob of burbling black rubber crawls forth from the tank and collapses into a lifeless puddle on the ground. We use it with the... Oh, they used it with a crystal flake, didn't they? Do we do that? Is that going to make... Maybe... It might make something for us to fight, but surely we got to try it, right? We need to make our own flubber friend. Let's do it.
Well, they put the flake into the pool.
Oh.
But
The staff got something to do with it, though.
Try it, yeah.
Yeah. Staff and the flake. You hold up your crystal flake and then aim the small purple stone staff at the row of tanks. A black blob of rubber crawls out of a tank and reaches up to take the flake from you. Slowly, the rubber reforms itself into an extra small lopsided version of a Klinox. It stumbles its way across the room, lifts up a hatch in the floor, and descends into the basement. A moment later, it returns with a dusty crystal flake and a few gold coins wrapped in a musty bit of leather. You thank the creature, and it hobbles away. Return a stamina from the box to your supply. Yeah, I think that is the ultimate purpose, James. I think it was saying, wasn't it, that we needed something a bit louder to awaken the statue. So we've done that. Do we want to use the tuning fork? Like, I don't know if it's going to do anything. Do we use the flake? I suppose they're zero, aren't we? Shall we go through the use it on its own, combine them, use it on its own?
Yeah, the 94.
Yeah. I suppose we haven't combined the staff and the tuning fork, but I don't know if it would do anything. You place your crystal flake into one of the racks above the silver tanks. It glows softly and hums happily. The vines connected to its tank pulse slowly as if feeding their energy into the flake. Everyone add a stamina to your charisma from the supply. It doesn't say ignoring the usual limit, which it usually says, but I'm going to assume it means ignoring the usual limit. And then the rest of them, combine them together. You ring the Jagolium tuning fork against the crystal flake, and it squeals in pain. Then you set the flake in one of the racks above the silver tanks, and it glows calmly again. Then the tuning fork on its own. You ring the Jagolium tuning fork against one of the silver tanks. It rings with a muted tone, which seems to agitate the plant above it. Its vines wriggle with displeasure. And that's that then for this location.
The little cute riding bat.
Oh. So I know that's the point, right? We need to go back to Monument Grove probably with this staff. I'm just kind of thinking based on previous adventures. Do we need to do that and then go to the archives? I'm thinking, what if we do that and it marches into the archives and then we can't go again? Should we go to the archives first?
Sure.
Just to check them out?
Let's do that.
And that ultimately
Did we rest?
Yes. Ultimately, we probably need to go back to the Monument Grove and use the staff on there. But in the meantime, we'll head over the archives, just so we don't miss out on them. And we found the last encounter.
What, number one? Uno. As you walk along the archway, you spy a group of Klinox passing through a small rift. Green spores float from the rift into the Klinox's home world. Glowing mould hangs from every surface on the other side. Several bone-white cocoons of mould wobble as the Klinox approach. They poke at these curiosities. The wiggling cocoons burst open, spurting forth slimy humanoids that rise to their feet and attack. The Klinox are quickly outmatched. Do we enter the rift and defend the Klinox, take cover and observe?
Well, the Klinox don't like us.
It might make them like us.
Maybe.
But also, nah.
Or we're just going to watch.
They've tried to kill us every step of the way.
Yeah, we're just going to hide out.
Like, let's be honest. They tried to kill us at the Colossus. And they tried to kill us twice.
Okay, then. We're going to hide out. 10, 15.
Also, just look at this cool little picture of Crete.
There it is.
Pictures always look amazing. You take cover behind a rock and watch as the mud folk attack the Klinox, who are quickly overwhelmed. The mould creatures pin them down and search for more prey.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Concealment 4. Hideaway.
So these mold creatures seem a bit handy. So I suppose we just pay for these, for some of them. Should we pay for the green and do psionic? And then we can't really turn things black though either, can we? I can pay for a green. And I can pay for a black.
Okay, I'll get a green. Oh.
I think do a couple of green.
Okay, I'll get 2 green.
But maybe don't pay the black, because then we use psionic on the colour we're rubbish at.
Yeah.
And then do we just leave the rest to chance? Psionic on green. We're drawing a lot of dice, aren't we? Do we leave it to the card?
Yeah.
So it's that 4.
Let's leave it to
6.
chance.
Well, 2 colours we don't need. 8. We need one of them, and you can manipulate red. 10. There we go, we've got the white. And the green are handled. I think we've got this. So we've got the white 5. The black 6. I could just tick down. Or I could turn anything 5 as well.
That's what you're doing. Turning it down to 5.
So I can't turn things black though. Is a problem we've got, isn't it? I was hoping we'd
So have
draw
you take
more.
that down? Sorry.
Not yet.
Oh.
So are we gonna have to bring out more dice to get those blacks? Because I can't. I can turn this. I can turn the 6 black. I think I can turn a 5 or 6 into anything. But it's the same as just bringing a die out, isn't it?
I can turn a red into anything, so I could turn that red into a black.
Like
And
why
then we'd
wouldn't
have a black 4.
like why wouldn't I first bring out the long-tailed weasel and see what number it ends up as? Because we need another one anyway, don't we? And this could be a number that we don't need to manipulate.
I can reroll all dice in the dice pool. Oh, so can you.
There it is. The long-tailed weasel is a 3. There we go.
Okay, well I can turn that red into a black.
Okay.
We've got the blacks done, haven't we? Because you can do something to that one.
Yeah, I could just tick it down. Actually, there's a card. There's a card somewhere that I don't have to get rid of to do that.
It's easy because I can add a purple.
Where is it? There it is. Heavy crossbow.
Add a purple.
You can add a purple. It's a 4.
And then...
Yeah.
I can turn that white into a 2, 100%.
So use 1 bonus play. While you look for that,
Yeah,
I'll give us the XP. There we go. We managed to escape the mold men.
Mwahaha! Concealed. Concealed. That's what you get. You observe unseen. The mold creatures do not detect you, so they turn their attention to the bodies of the Clinox explorers. They infect these bodies, which soon become fertile beds of glowing mold. The rift closes and the archway is quiet again.
Uh-oh.
The end. Rest or move. What do you mean, uh-oh? Explain that. We haven't...
Yeah,
been
but I
attacked.
feel like these mold men are gonna come into this.
Yeah, but we haven't got...
Should we rest and get psionic back? And just keep whittling away at the fatigue?
Sure. Because I've still got loads. Every time I roll a dice, I don't roll more than a 4. How many? 1?
Yeah.
Like 2? What
5?
What is that even?
There's 2. There's 2. You're full, you're full. There's too many of you.
Oh, I never even added a charisma into mine. Never needed it.
Okay, so we are now on our way to the Clinox archives. And we'll see what's cracking up there.
What number is it? E.
E.
Sorry, what letter is it?
E.
Do we have the keyword welcome? Why no? No, we do not. Like the XP.
Yes.
You find yourself in a large open courtyard. Giant bats fly in from above carrying Clinox riders who arrive with translucent containers of grey matter. Samples of the endless grey sea. Each container glows with unique memories from other worlds. Elder Kleinox with long purple cloaks inspect and label these samples. The couriers rush off to store the labelled samples somewhere beyond the passageway at the other end of the courtyard. Occasionally, a rider arrives with a small Degolian box. An elder inspects its contents, sometimes ordering the box to be deposited along with the samples, other times ordering the riders to drop its contents into the sea. Several of these boxes rest unattended near a shady corner of the courtyard. You spy Gundor sneaking toward them, probably hoping to secure something of value for the Dragool. Two Kleinox guards stand nearby. Help Gundor by distracting the Kleinox, or alert the Kleinox to Gundor's attempted theft. Why on earth would we do that?
Who's Gundor?
Gundor is the person we came here with, isn't
Is
it?
he? Is he the one that's on our
Yeah,
side?
we helped the Dragool, and then we left Gimlick's.
Oh, yeah. So help him then. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We do have hostile life form.
Uh-oh.
While Gundor sneaks toward the Degolian boxes, you approach the Kleinox guards and attempt to speak with them. They immediately register you as a threat and stab at you with spears of crackling pink energy. Taking advantage of this distraction, Gundor grabs a couple of Degolian boxes and sneaks out of the courtyard. Once you've retreated to a safe distance, the guards leave you alone again. Since you didn't put up a fight, it seems they no longer regard you as a threat. Get rid of the title hostile life form.
Oh.
Amazing. Because we were just chill.
Nice.
We're backing off. If you don't already have the title known to Kleinox, reveal title card 85. Well.
And there we go.
Add 4 stamina to your fatigue box from the
Uh-oh.
supply. +1 Dragool Feather. E6. The Kleinox are now too busy with their work to notice you, so you decide to cross the courtyard and see where the couriers are taking all the samples and Degolian boxes. On the ground, you find an interesting object, something the elders must have rejected.
A Degolium cylinder.
Nice. When you reach the passageway on the other side, you are stopped by a Kleinox guard, who makes it clear that you are not permitted to enter the archives beyond the courtyard. A Kleinox courier approaches the guard, presenting its face and purple stone staff for inspection. Hello, costume. The guard scans these with energy from its own staff and then allows the courier safe passage into the archives beyond. I mean, can we put our flake on the face?
I guess so.
I mean, are we even wearing it?
61.94.
I'm putting on a disguise. You hold up the crystal flake and the guard's face glows with recognition. He holds out his hand and you offer him the purple stone staff. It's worked. It's worked, everybody. After the guard scans the flake and staff with energy from his own staff, he stands aside, allowing you passage into the archives. I can't believe that worked. Record the keyword welcome. Reveal Discovery Card 24 and put an XP on it.
Discovery card 24.
24. Foolproof disguise.
Endless stacks.
No, that goes on it.
Okay.
No one can see it.
So there we go. I imagine the cylinder is something we use when we're there. Like when we're at the statue. Should we go into the endless stacks then?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, there's a little line. Oh. So,
What's
G.
that? G.
G.
G, 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 G. G, 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 G.
No. There is XP. So, get it. Down a stone staircase lies a tubular, multi-floor corridor of shelves that stretches beyond sight in both directions. Kleinok's couriers run to and fro, shelving containers of grey sea and Dogolium boxes. As you wander the aisles, you see the jarred memories of many worlds, fantastic landscapes, bizarre creatures, and unfathomable occurrences. By chance, you stumble onto familiar images of Sabek Palace, the Gurlung Colossus, and the Dragul city-states. A Dogolium chest sits next to these containers. You open it and uncover the Immortal Knight's helm.
Don't believe it.
You take the helm in your hands and feel its power. It pulls against your grip, and somehow you know it is moving you homeward. If you follow its lead, you will leave this world and return to Ulos. Reveal. Rare card. 47.
Whoa.
That's 48. Ignore you saw that. The big reveal
Teasing.
has been ruined. 47. Immortal helm. Reroll any 2 dice. It's okay.
Amazing.
It's not as good as your armor, though, is it? I suppose for
Just you wait till you
numbers were
re-roll a
rubbish at.
green into the exact number that we need.
Reveal discovery card. 28.
So we found the way home.
I've had to promise not to use the technique in any future videos.
So we didn't go to Monument Grove because we thought it would lead us home, and instead, this has led us home.
I've had an injunction.
No.
I have been told. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh, you can't see what's happened. Uh-oh.
Well, we're not going to the statue.
Well, presumably that's all still there.
Well, we'll see. I can't believe you. Blame you.
So...
There's more. There's more stuff.
Oh.
There's more stuff. Right, so now that the Homeward Rift is open, if you move to F, it will trigger the end of the adventure.
Oh.
Right, more story.
On your way back to the courtyard, a jar of grey matter catches your eye. Within the jar, you see the memory of a slug-faced explorer searching an icy cave. You tap on the jar and the figure within reacts, looking around for the source of the sound. Odd that you should be able to interact with a memory this way. Do you have the title Ice World Ambassador?
I think we do. James, we got into the archives by putting the crystal flake on our face and holding the purple stone staff, so they thought that we were a Kleinox.
Yes.
And then we found the helm of the Immortal Knight and discovered the way home.
Unfortunately, we've opened a rift and we might not be able to interact with the statue anymore.
I mean...
Whoops.
Yeah.
So yes, we do have that. We do have the title Ice World Ambassador.
The Kleinox don't hate us anymore.
Oh yeah, they like us now as well.
We put on a costume and it worked. G2.
Looking more closely, you recognise the figure in the jar as the strange creature you met in Bogroot Swamp, who was so happy to be introduced to the water. Is this one of his memories, or did he find his way home again? If your King's Favour is 5 or higher... Oh no, if your Dragul is 5 or higher, you can search for Dragul artefacts. G5.
Oh, I hope our little friend in Bogroot Swamp did find his way home again. That would be nice.
You search the nearby stacks and find several jars of grey matter that contain images of the Dragul homeland. These jars span the entire history of the Dragul, from the aggressions of Queen Gimnax and her cartographers to the First War, to the retreat north of the abandoned lands, and from the most recent incursions of the Starlit Door into Dragul territory to the invasion of Narlos. All of this history floods over you, filling you with an overwhelming sense of your smallness in the scope of history. And yet, you have never felt more certain of your own importance, for now you know the full scope of the world that you now shape. The Dragul are in need of an ally. Record the keyword Discovery. Add 3 stamina, divided as you choose amongst any of your attribute rows beyond the usual limits.
Hashtag Dragul for life. Hashtag free the Dragul. What do we want more of?
I don't think it really matters.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Put it in green, put it in blue.
So, there's nothing left to do then.
What more did you think there was going to be there? Well, are we going to use any of these items? We've got this cylinder.
I suppose so. I don't feel like anything's going to do anything. I feel like this... Mind you, the cylinder can't be to interact with the statue.
Well, it might be if it works when we get there.
I suppose we didn't need to go into G, did we? We could have stayed in E, known we had the disguise, and gone back to the statue at this point and used the cylinder there. We might as well use it, I suppose, since we're here. 92.
I'm pretty peaked out here. How much have I got here? 10.
Well, we haven't had a check.
Oh, 15.
We can't
No.
rest.
16. I know. Yeah, we can. Oh, yeah. Did you flip it? Yeah,
Mhm.
you did.
We rested it after the encounter on our way here.
92. Is
You
the
click
cylinder.
your Degolium cylinder against the jar, and the image of the explorer within looks around as if it heard you. It can't
Sorry.
seem to figure out where the sound is coming from. So it's not that.
Well, I mean, you might have just accidentally seen something.
Yeah, you just have shown everyone the answer.
But I didn't realise.
So I guess we use the purple stone staff with the tuning fork. Let's try that combination out of nowhere. You ring your Degolium tuning fork with the purple stone staff and hold the fork near the glass. It makes the grey matter within vibrate gently, but the image within shakes as if rocked by an incredible earthquake. 101. I think you've done something bad here, Rach. The ground beneath the Explorer splits open, revealing a vein of gemstone. The Explorer celebrates and picks up a loose gem. It seems you helped it find what it was looking for. Gain an XP.
Oh,
We
hey.
do have the title Ice
You're
World Ambassador.
welcome.
So
You're
G7.
so welcome. Absolutely so welcome.
The gemstone vibrates in the explorer's hand and illuminates his face. For a moment, the barrier of the jar of grey matter evaporates and you find yourself in the icy cave with him. The explorer recognizes you and chatters in a language you do not understand. Then he switches on his speaking box. Please have some, says the box, interpreting the explorer's words. He scrapes at the gemstone with his knife and licks some of its powder from his hand. Then he offers you the same. You taste nothing but feel suddenly refreshed and alert, ready for anything. Before you can properly thank him, the explorer is gone and you are staring at an empty jar on a shelf in the basement of the Klinox archives. Refill all attribute rows.
Already,
Yep.
Phil.
Record the keyword freed.
I like I'm losing the ability to use words.
So we've used stuff in every location, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, the only new thing we've got is a cylinder, but yeah, I think that's for when we go
I feel like that was for
to the
the
Rifty.
I feel like that was for the statue. Well, we'll see now. Will we get to do anything with the statue? We can move on to G, to F. But I think we might have cut another adventure short.
Homeward Rift. Right. No, the starlit door isn't.
No,
Higher.
Scarlet Doors are lowest.
Collect
So-
the XP.
Yeah.
Purple energy crackles around a vision of battle raging at the gate of Brizor Wall. The monument to the immortal knight lies half in this world, half in Ulos. The knight's helm pulls at your grip as if it wanted to fly from your hands. Its powerful attachment to Ulos holds the rift open before you. Tarek emerges from behind the monument to greet you. I wonder whether we should have come back with the staff before we came here.
Probably.
So F2. Tarek's here. I have bad news, Tarek tells you. I found our knight. He lies dead within this monument. For a moment you are in shock. The immortal knight had fought for crown and country since the foundation of Narlos. He survived every war, every battle, but now he rests lifeless in a tomb on this strange world. The body within is only the latest hero of our kingdom, Tarek explains. Many warriors have served in the role of the immortal knight. Now the Royal Council must choose someone new to wear the helm. He holds out his hands, expecting you to give him the helm. Before Tarek can say no more, Gimlix appears on a hovering disc of pink energy. It seems he's acquired a purple stone staff and learned how to use it. The immortal knight didn't always fight for Narlos, Gimlix declares. The red armour once defended a united Ulos against any threat from beyond the gate. You can put that helmet on and use it however you want. Wow. Do we hand the helm to Tarek and return to Ulos with him, or wear the helm and return with Gimlix instead? Well, I mean,
Wear the
I
helm,
want to
surely,
return
right?
with Gundor.
Yeah.
I'm
what I-
not happy with this choice.
Don't want to return with any of these, really.
Gondor for life.
Who's so Tarek's the person that helped us right at this,
Right at the start, but he worked for his king's favour, man.
and Gimlick's his Starlit Door man.
Yeah, but no matter how many times we've like done him over, he's always like, because he's wants his plan to work, doesn't he? He's always helped us.
Yeah. I'm not sure then. I don't particularly want to side with either of them. We do want to defend a united Ulos, so I suppose wear the helm.
Yeah, we don't want to be for the king, do we? The king was not nice. So what? Wear the helm.
Yep.
Tough choice. Where's Gondor when you need him? You place the helm on your head. Visions of past nights race through your mind, their knowledge and power fusing with your own. With a blast of force, you knock Tarek to the ground, rendering him unconscious. Find Exalted in the trait deck and add it to one player's hand.
Trait deck?
That's an item card, isn't it? Trait deck.
Yep. Carry on.
You found it. I wondered if somebody had it. I recognise that. Maybe it came out in a shop. Yeah. If your king's favour is higher, then the eyeballs increase your Starlit Door by 1 and increase king's.
Yep.
Otherwise, no. If your Dragool is now your highest favour, F8. Oh, come on, Gondor, please.
Ciao.
Once you wear the helm, Gimlick suddenly looks worried. You don't wear the helm for Starlit Door, he says, but not for Narlos either. As you step through the rift, a look of realisation appears on Gimlick's face. Worried, he leaps back through the rift ahead of you. You turn to the battle ahead, wearing the helm of Narlos' knight proudly for the Dragool. Ha ha, Gimlicks. You thought you could control us? Nah.
Yeah, we're trying to side with the Dragool, and we did in the end, ultimately. But we've missed out on...
We've never been nice to the king.
Yeah, we've missed out on some Immortal Knight stuff.
Always anti-king.
We've missed out on some Immortal Knight stuff in the location that we've accidentally skipped. But hey, more different things you could see.
You watch the violence around you as if watching from the eye of a hurricane. A strange calm hovers over the hill you stand on, giving you time to consider how you will enter the fight. Examine your faction tracks to see which favour is the lowest. If 2 or more are tied. No. So. Yeah, king's lowest now. Nice.
Traitor to Narlos.
Dragool is the highest.
Dragool warrior.
So, we are not Tarek's knight.
Nope.
But we also didn't get Tarek's betrayal.
Nope.
Got none of them. What did we get?
Just keep going. Because sometimes it references things we didn't get in this one.
Zalek's demise, Zalek's journey. We've got nothing about him. Crete's satisfaction.
Nope.
Defender of Narlos.
Nope.
Starlit soldier.
Nope.
Dragool warrior.
Yes.
The Dragool will rise to power today and finally take back what is theirs. They must prevail over the kingdom of Narlos and its treacherous cult, the Starlit Door. If Narlos seizes the power of Brazil Wall, King Taron will use it to wipe the Dragool from existence. If the Starlit Door secures the gate, they will throw it wide open, unleashing world-ending chaos over the land. Only the Dragool will use the power of Azima's blessing to bring lasting peace and justice to the world. Starlit Nemesis.
Nope.
Traitor to Narlos.
Yep.
You have drifted further and further from your duties as King's Guard, and now you set aside your home nation in a battle that will determine the fate of your world. If you are successful today, King Taron will fall from power, and Narlos will be undone. A new order will be established in Ulos and across the plain of Arverse, leaving Taron and the King's Guard with no home. Oh. Sorry, camera. The rift overhead snaps shut with a final pop of purple energy, and you prepare yourself for battle. Soon Brazil Wall will open, and Azima the Benevolent, the great dragon, and the creator of Ulos will return to bless the worthy. If you fight well today, that blessing will fall upon you. Return all cards from your spent space to your hand. Return all bonus play tokens to the party journal.
So we're not done?
We are going to end 3. From the chaos of battle, a heavily armoured frogkin emerges, her helm stamped with the insignia of Narlos' elite southern guard. Around her neck hangs a glowing talisman of clay carved in the shape of the great crocodile. She locks eyes with you. With a mighty croak, she races towards you, gliding easily on a sheet of water, protected by her talisman. Powerful, gigantic, fleet-footed frogkin. So, wowie.
So, I guess...
We've got to return 1 and 3s. Who's having this?
You. I guess buy some greens. I can buy 2 greens. Do you want to buy a green? Because they might get put back in the bag anyway.
I've got 17 damage here.
I would buy 1.
Yeah, I'm just trying to assess.
And then I'll use Psionic on green. I suppose we leave the rest to chance. 3 more from the bag. So we've got our familiars and things. 5 bonus plays. Oh. Oh well, they're all Psionic if they don't get put back in the bag. Because you have to roll them.
The greens.
Yeah. You still got to roll them.
Do we?
For fleet-footed.
Oh.
Yeah, after rolling, you can set them to anything. We just don't bother rolling them because it doesn't matter, does it? But...
Oh, okay.
For this purpose, it does matter because they might go back to the bag. 1s and 3s, they're not on camera. So we've got to put 1 back, but that's a pretty good result. They're not the right colour, but with some fancy financial footwork. So set them...
Oh, yeah.
Set them to 3s, I guess. And then we can turn...
Would you want to make the other one?
3. And then I can turn it purple.
Right,
Or blue. And then that's done, isn't it?
yeah, but when you get these...
Yeah, but we have to decide now and there's no
And I was
information, is
thinking, yeah, that's 5 damage there, and that's 4 damage. That's what I'm thinking.
We'll do that then. Set it to a 4. Can you turn something white?
Yes. A 4.
And then I can do the... Well, we've already got a black 4. So you can just turn that white.
So turn it 1 then. Or,
Yeah.
Oh no.
Can I turn something blue?
Well, can you turn that back into a 2?
Just turn it white because we can add the weasel on and turn it, and it'll be black and purple. I'm sure I've got a card that lets me turn something blue.
I can turn it too.
I can turn it green or purple. I'm going to add the weasel. Find that out. What's that? 3. So we could use that.
What's going on there?
Oh, it doesn't have to. We could turn it into a 2 and then it's getting rid of 4 damage. So...
I can add a purple.
Yeah, add a purple. So then we can probably manipulate it. There we go. And I think with my add anything, add a white, that doesn't really help.
Do with a blue.
Turn it a different colour. Yeah,
Well,
I've got to find the card though.
Or do something you can manipulate more, because I can turn something blue. So actually we stand more of a chance if...
I can tick anything up or down
turn
a
anything
bit.
into a 1
I'm
as
just gonna
well, so...
add a blue. 2. So I've played 2 now.
Right, I can... Oh!
So you can tick it down.
I can also play my other rune thing, which is something to do with black.
Okay.
Or...
I can add the Screech Owl.
I can play my other rune, which is reroll or flip a black. Is that even useful?
Not right now.
Do I have to play this one after the other for Death Note, or can I play it later?
I'm not really sure.
I'll play this blue for now. We know we're going to do that. We'll see what happens. So what are you trying to do here?
Bringing out another blue. And seeing if we can just do it. What number's that?
4.
Do we need a 4? No.
No. 4.
So,
can we tick it down? I can...
So that's a bonus play.
Oh, I'm ticking the other blue up though.
I can tick a green down.
Okay. Right, so... You do that, so that's now a 3.
Yeah. And you can do the blue.
I'm going to tick
Can I...
blue.
Have I used...
No,
I've used my add anything, haven't I?
Black. I can do the black. I can do both for one play. So pass me one of the things.
Oh, 'cause we've got a black die, haven't we?
Yeah. So tick that. And we've done it, because I can then... Oh, reroll or flip.
Oh, you can't do -1.
That's
I've got one of those cards,
Okay.
haven't
I mean, I can turn it into a 2 with this.
I? But yeah, I've got a card. I've got loads of cards that could do that to black.
Shall I just do it? Is that...
What?
Have you just given
Turn
me
it into
that?
a 6. Well, yeah, if you could just turn it into a 2, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you
does
just
it?
given me that?
Yeah. However we do it,
Done.
presumably this is the last check.
Done. So,
Thing.
1, 2 XP, 2 money.
A lot of money.
Victory in round 1. The elite soldier falls to your prowess. Goodbye, Frogkin. Bye-bye. The Frogkin's attack is fluid and powerful, but you match her grace and power with your own skill. After a few exchanges, the soldier lies dead at your feet. Her talisman glows with incredible brilliance, and you take hold of it, hoping to harness its power for yourself. As soon as your hand closes around it, the talisman sends forth a wave of toxic mist. You stagger away with the talisman still firmly in your grip, losing your vision and gasping for breath. As you feel the poison finally pass through your system, you stand alone at the top of a hill as the battle for Brizol Wall rages around you. Find the runic pendant and add it to one player's hand.
Yes,
Well,
I'll take that.
Stuff.
What?
Go to my stuff.
Another runic thing?
Decrease the party's bonus play limit by 1 and the combat dice limit by 1. Been poisoned.
Decrease?
Yeah, been poisoned.
Go on then.
And then... Yeah, that's the end of that.
Bonus play and the combat dice limit.
Yeah. So 5.
And 4. So then, how much XP have we got?
3, 6, 13.
We can't afford to get both back.
We can get 1 up because it's the current limit for dice. Current combat dice limit plus 5, or current play limit plus current bonus play plus 5.
What do you think?
So that's 11. I think bonus play, because that can help in both things.
Yeah, it can get us more dice, can't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
To spend 11.
Mm-hmm. So how much does that leave us?
2.
Guess we get a health each.
Yep. May as well.
Because it's the finale, isn't it? So, that's the XP spent. And then for the shop, we've got a lot of gold. And we've got 2 scrolls on offer, that's not right. It's a scroll hiding in the armor deck. One scroll hidden in the armor deck, and it happened to be the one that came out. Oh, there you go. Well, you haven't used your armor set in a long while.
No, I didn't use it today.
So what have we got? Halfling.
We didn't do a lot.
We don't
of
get a
red in
discount
there,
on
did we?
anything. Dexterity, you get a bit of a discount. Flip a red or a black. Add a green. Adding dice is always good.
Or turning something into a green. How much money have we got? Sorry.
13. So we could...
I think honest and protection are good shouts. Great for green stuff. We've done a lot of green today.
Yeah.
Whereas I can already re-roll red and white a lot.
We can
Maybe
just get those
flipping
two.
yeah.
Or...
Or up and down a white or a purple. I just...
So we can, between us, we can do that anyway, can't we?
Yeah.
Just get protection and honest then.
Yeah, I think so.
3,
That's a
4,
good shout.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Are we splitting them all? Do you want both or... I've had a lot of cards today. We've got beefy packs, haven't we?
So that's the purchases. Where are we on the Dragul? 7. She doesn't know.
I believe so.
I think we're at 7. So we didn't mark them off last time. And Marty kicked them all over. But you can always go back. I just go back to the end. I just go back to the end of the last video and double check that they're all right for the next one. So we've kind of, although there was like a bonus thing at the end, wasn't there? There's a bonus fight at the end.
Cylinder.
It's just that we didn't get to uncover the secrets of the statue and the cylinder and all of that stuff because it got replaced by a rift home accidentally.
That was a bit of a gamble because we went to the archives because we thought if we did the statue, it would close off the archives, and by doing that, we accidentally did the opposite.
Yeah, but it shows if we when we play again eventually, it means that like there's probably some big chunks of stuff that we haven't seen at all. Like even stuff with that guy, with Tarek, there's stuff involving him that we haven't seen at all, isn't there? And even going back to Quest 1, there's stuff we didn't do.
Although there's 3 Zalek things in the
we didn't see any
in
of
the
it.
end of just that, and we hadn't seen Zalek for like 4 scenarios.
So next week then, same time, will be the finale of Role Player Adventures.
Have you got the book?
The F scenario. What?
Could have done a sneak peek.
No, no sneak
cover?
peeks, Rach.
Oh, even at the cover.
It's all in the box. Can't have all of that out on the table.
Just
have what we need.
Sneak peek.
Just have what we need. So, yeah, we'll be back next time for the finale of Role Player Adventures, and there'll be other stuff next week. See on Monday, I'll post what all of that stuff will be. But there's going to be a Boone Lake thing at some point in the week. Maybe there'll be a top 10 and things. We've got to do a Q&A at some point as well before January runs out. We'll see what we do there. You find out on Monday what surprise thing there'll be.
Let's just put off the finale for a Q&A.
Yeah, no finale.
No finale.
It'll be a Q&A instead.
That's it now.
Thanks very much for being with us, everyone. Like us and follow us on all of the places. Thanks for being here watching us. If you can support and want to, they're the 2 criteria, can and want to. Patreon.com/slickerdrips is where you make all this happen, and thank you for all of your support. Other than that, have a great weekend, have a great Friday, have a great time, everyone, until we see you again. Thanks for being here. Marty says bye as well, if he was even barely awake. When he's
No,
asleep, that's when
proper
Glass
asleep.
Marty takes over. Bye, everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.